Science explains what happens to your body when you get hangry. Hangry, an adjective that describes being irritable due to hunger. Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Here's what happens when you get hangry. 1. Our mental faculties take a nosedive. Raquel Pagednik, Ph.D., assistant professor in the nutrition department at Simmons College and professor at Harvard University, says the main fuel for your brain is glucose, which you get from eating foods, predominantly carb-rich ones. When we don't eat complex carbs, fruits, veggies, and whole grains, our blood sugar dips. When this happens, our ability to concentrate and remain alert takes a dive. 2. We get a mad case of sweet tooth. The biggest problem people have in this regard is carbo-loading, or eating a bunch of simple carbs, sugars, without supplementing fat or protein. Carbo-loading often leads to physical symptoms such as bloating, constipation, and fatigue. Unsurprisingly, making carbo-loading habitual results in weight gain. 3. Our hormones get out of whack. If we ignore these appetite hormones, the brain signals the body to release the stress hormones cortisol and epinephrine, activating the fight or flight response. As a result, we're more anxious and on edge. You should get food into your mouth sooner rather than later. If you don't, besides feeling anxious, you'll probably experience the unpleasant physical symptoms of trembling or sweating. 4. We may lash out for no reason. Scientists used a somewhat obscure technique to measure aggressive impulses, needles and a voodoo doll. Oh, and they also allowed participants to blast their spouse without noise through headphones. Researchers observed that participants who had lower glucose levels stuck more pins into the doll and blasted their spouse with longer, more frequent noise blasts. The above study illustrates the hanger response, which is, in essence, a survival mechanism. For our distant ancestors, food wasn't always plentiful. Groups of people would clash over resources that were few and far between.